Hey, my name is Ray.
And I'm Koren.
And this is our story. I was born and raised in Jamaica, Queens. Grew up in Queens till about the age of 16. Got involved in a lot of bad things. Was involved with a lot of the street life and just made a lot of the wrong decisions early on. And relocated to Polk County, Florida, probably about 2013. And that's where I ended up meeting Koren. We met working together at the hospital. It was a great thing, you know. We both just had totally different upbringings, views on life, and a connection was made, and we just never looked back.
So I was born in Florida. I went to North Carolina at the age of 7, stayed there about till 15, and came back to Florida with my father. My family had split. During my childhood, we kind of went to church sporadically. It wasn't as ritualistic, and I did kind of miss that. I wish I had that. But when we moved to Florida, we kind of moved around a lot. My family did move around a lot. And we ended up going to Lakeland, and I got a job there at Lakeland Regional, and I met the best person in my life.
That's awesome. I grew up in a household that had a lot of different conflicting faiths. One side of my family were practicing Muslims, and another portion of my family were practicing Hindus. My grandmother, I know her as Mama Singh, but my grandmother was really the only Christian in our family. She was Pentecostal Christian, and she spoke to me about Jesus as long as I can remember, you know, and she taught me about the Lord, although it took me a long time to become a believer and to give myself to Christ. I'm always grateful for all of the lessons that she taught me along the way, because now, as a grown man, I'm able to reflect on these lessons that she tried to put in front of me, and teaching my kids, you know.
I think it's been such a good thing to get back to North Carolina. We had been running away from so much. Like, every time things got hard, we'd move, which wasn't good for our kids. But this final move, like after having our twins and realizing 4 kids is a lot. Mm-hmm. So we moved closer to my mom, and we actually, at the first place that we rented, was terrible. Mm-hmm. The landlord was horrible, and we found this house because we just had to find something, and it was perfect location. We have the best view of Highland Drive, and it was just God's sign that we needed to get back with Christ and to show our children the right way. And you couldn't have a bigger sign than that. And it was actually Ray who got us back on track, and he said, I really want to go to church, I think after he had met Pastor Luke. So that was a blessing.
Yeah, majority of our relationship, we were fairly secular. We didn't really talk about God a lot, and that wasn't really a part of our lifestyle. And I realized, you know, we had been married a few years, and there were certain things that I had going on in my life that were I tend to label as self-destructive, and I was resentful about a lot of things, and I was a bad example of a leader for my family. And I realized that to to become a better role model and example for my children, I needed to have the best form of a role model and father in my life to kind of show me the way to be a better father in my household, and to know that I made a lot of wrong decisions in life, and if there was one right thing I was going to make, it was to make sure that myself and my family knew the Lord. So that led us to start attending church. I'd say probably coming on about a year ago. We started attending.
August 2022.
Yeah, August 22. We began attending Highland Drive, and I think it took maybe a week or two before I realized that this is really where my family belongs and part of a community that we want to be a part of, and made the decision that I wanted to be baptized and to give myself to Jesus Christ and accept Him as my Lord and Savior, you know. And it's been obviously life always has challenges, but this ability to rejoice in the Lord and give our lives more meaning than it had before is something that we could not have found anywhere else on our own. You know, we're problem solvers, we're go-getters, we're a doer type of family, but I think we realized that we needed help, you know, and the type of help we needed wasn't physical, you know. It was something that needed to bring us all together and kind of weave this web that we've created, you know, and help us to become a tighter knit family and give us all a reason to aspire to be better. Since we've been attending Highland Drive, I've noticed that I have a soft spot in my heart for giving, and it's become such a wonderful experience to go through, learn from, and be a part of. Since attending Highland Drive, I've started volunteering and heading up the soup kitchen ministry, and every month we get to go out there and spend a day preparing food and serving the needy and the community that really needs our help, you know. And what we've been placed here to do is to help others, you know. I think the greatest feeling that someone can feel is the excitement of giving, you know. It's a much better feeling than receiving.
Since attending Highland Drive, I've had the greatest opportunity to be involved with the kids and help teach Sunday school, and that has been a big thing for me because I'm naturally a very shy person. And to get that light of kids that just enjoy the Lord and have so many questions and are excited, it just fills up your heart. Like, it really does. So that has been a way to grow in my faith and my fears, and I've enjoyed it. It's been fun.
We have 4 daughters, and we'd love to see the changes that have happened in their lives already. Has been an amazing thing. And we love watching our kids grow in their faith and spirituality and learning more and more about Jesus and the life that He gave for us all.
As much as you think that you can do something, as smart as you are, no matter like what degree or what qualifications that you have or what plan you lay out, that God has the ultimate plan. And He has given us the, most comfort. We have twins with like a very rare disease called subcortical band heterotropia, and they have like a tendency to have seizures, and their prognosis could be very poor. But we found so much comfort in God and everything that He's given us and directions that He's given us. And I don't know, I think that He has just been a very big comfort to us in helping us find answers and be stable for our other kids too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you're someone that is seeking to better your life and better yourself, and you're interested in learning more about the Lord, I would say commit yourself to educating yourself about Jesus, even if you're not there spiritually yet, or if you're working through what spirituality means to you. There are many role models in just history that people have attached themselves to and tried to use as a person to be like. From reading the Bible and reading about Jesus, I tell you, when I committed myself to learning more about Jesus Christ, it just immediately made me a believer. I couldn't turn away from how perfect this person was that lived, and how selfless every act that he done and everything that he explained. It was something that even when before my spirituality was involved, it made me realize that this is someone that could never be replicated, and someone that all these other role models that we have in life, there are flaws that are found in each individual, and that's humankind. That'll be in all of us. But this was not only a flawless man, but a selfless man, and a man that was blessed by God and God himself.